You send a text. You think it's a good one, something funny, a callback to that great conversation you had, and then you wait. Minutes stretch into what feels like hours. The screen stays dark. You check your phone again, still nothing. You pull up the app and see the little check marks. Delivered. And then the word you've learned to hate, seen. The silence is just deafening, isn't it? It's a cold digital black hole where warmth and connection used to be. And every guy watching this knows that feeling that sinks right into your gut. It's this unique cocktail of confusion, anxiety, and the sharp sting of rejection. Your mind just starts racing. What did I do wrong? Did she lose interest? Is she with someone else? The immediate urge, the one that feels almost animal, is to do something, to fix it, to send another text, to ask, hey, is everything okay? Or maybe the classic, did I do something wrong? Stop. That is the single biggest mistake you can make. It's the knee-jerk reaction that 99% of men have, and it's the fastest way to kill whatever attraction was left. It confirms her decision to pull away and basically evaporates any respect she might have had for you. In this video, we're going to break down a simple but powerful 7-step strategy that not only stops you from destroying her attraction for good, but actually makes her second-guess her decision to ignore you. This isn't about playing cheap tricks or manipulative games. This is about understanding human psychology, reclaiming your own power, and showing the kind of unshakable self-respect that is magnetically attractive. This is how you make her feel your absence, so she starts wanting your presence again. Let's dive in. Section 1. Why we chase and why it's a disaster. First, let's get real about what's happening when a woman goes cold, because you can't solve a problem until you understand it. It rarely happens all at once, even if it feels that way. It's usually a slow fade. Texts that were once paragraphs shrink to sentences. Sentences become single words. The response time stretches from minutes to hours, then hours to days, until radio silence. You're left staring at your phone, feeling completely powerless. And that feeling of powerlessness is a dangerous place for a man. It triggers a panic response, an instinct to get back in control. And for most guys, that instinct shows up in one predictable, disastrous way. The chase. The chase takes a few different forms, and chances are you've been guilty of at least one of these. First up, the gentle nudge double text. This is the classic, hey, just making sure you got my last message. It seems harmless, even polite, but what it really screams is anxiety. It says, I'm insecure about your silence and I need you to reassure me. Then there's the concerned guy text. This is the, is everything okay? Haven't heard from you. You're masking your own insecurity as concern for her. It puts her in an awkward spot where she either has to lie or have an uncomfortable conversation she was trying to avoid. Next, we level up to the emotional outburst text. This usually happens after a few days of silence. You crack and send a novel about how you felt a connection and don't get what happened. You've just handed all of your power, all of your control, and all of your self-respect directly to her. And finally, the modern classic, passive-aggressive social media. You're not texting her, but you're posting sad song lyrics or vague quotes about loyalty. This is the most childish and transparent move of all. It broadcasts that you are so bent out of shape by her silence that you're trying to manipulate a response. Why do all these backfire so hard? Because they all boil down to one thing: neediness. You need her response. You need her validation. And there is almost nothing less attractive to a woman than a man whose world revolves around her. She wants to be an amazing addition to a man's world. She never wants to be his world. Chasing her when she pulls away just confirms her decision. If you want a different outcome, you have to flip the script. Section 2. The psychological flip. Your silence is your power. This brings us to the core of the strategy, the psychological flip. This is where you take the power dynamic and set it back to neutral. You do this not with words, but with a powerful psychological principle called reactance. Reactance is a basic human trait. We all hate being controlled. When you feel someone pushing you or trying to limit your choices, you instinctively want to pull back and assert your freedom by doing the opposite. When she goes silent, she's setting a frame. I'm moving away from you. By chasing her, you're accepting that frame and trying to force her to come back. And her reactance tells her to resist your pressure and keep moving away. Your chasing literally fuels her retreat. The psychological flip is refusing to play that game. You do the opposite of what she expects. You do nothing. You match her silence, and then you amplify it. By not chasing, you shatter her expectations. Her internal script flips from, ugh, he's going to text again, to, wait, he hasn't texted? Why? Is he already talking to someone else? I was the one who pulled away, so why do I suddenly feel like I'm the one being left behind? You've just taken your power back. Your silence isn't passive, it's an active demonstration of high value. It communicates a few powerful truths without you saying a word. My self-worth isn't tied to your approval. I have other options and a full life. I respect myself too much to chase someone who isn't interested. Her silence was a test of your strength and self-respect. By chasing, you fail. By doing nothing and focusing on your own life, you pass with flying colors. You make her feel your absence, and in that space, she can actually start to miss you. Section 3. Your first move. The power of absolute silence. This first step is the most important and the hardest. The rule is simple. Your first move is no move. When you get left on scene, your immediate action is to do absolutely nothing. And nothing means a complete communications blackout. No texting, not a funny meme, not a hope you're having a good week, nothing, no calling. If she's ignoring a text, a call is 1,000 times more desperate. No engaging with her social media, do not like her new picture, do not watch her Instagram stories, mute her profile. Why? Because when you watch her story, she sees your name. You've just said, I'm not texting you, but I'm still watching you, which reeks of a lack of discipline. No passive-aggressive posts. Your social media should reflect the reality. You're too busy living your life to be posting cryptic nonsense. The silence has to be absolute. A black hole. This is going to be tough. Your brain will scream at you to just fix it. Treat this urge as a test of your own character. Every time you resist, you're building the muscle of emotional self-control. Her silence created a vacuum. If you rush in to fill it, you solve her problem. But if you hold back and let that vacuum expand, she becomes the one who's uncomfortable with it. She will be the one tempted to fill it. Section 4. The recenter principle. Build your world. Just doing nothing isn't the whole strategy. If you're just sitting in your room, white-knuckling your way through the silence, you're missing the point. This step is about where you redirect all that energy you were about to waste chasing her. Her silence is a gift of your time, focus, and energy back. You must now reinvest that gift into you. This isn't about pretending to be busy. It's about actually making your life so compelling that you forget you were even being ignored in the first place. First, level up your mission. Every man needs a purpose. Your career, your business, a creative project, a fitness goal. Pour that nervous energy into your work. The deep, unshakable confidence that comes from your own success is something no woman's validation can ever give you. Second, get physical. Hit the gym. Push for a new personal record. Go for that run. Physical exertion is one of the best ways to transform negative emotional energy into positive results. You're not just building your body, you're building discipline. Third, reconnect with your guys. Her silence is your signal to call your friends. Not to complain about her, but to actually connect. Organize a poker night, see a game, plan a trip. Reinvesting in your social circle demonstrates abundance. You are fundamentally shifting your source of validation from external to internal. Your self-worth is no longer measured by her reply speed, but by the weight you just lifted, the progress you made on your project, and the laughs you had with your friends. This is the foundation of real core confidence. Section 5. The reset. What to do when she finally texts back. You've held the line. You've been silent and focused on your life. Days, maybe even a week, have passed. Then your phone buzzes. It's her. It'll probably be something casual. A hey or a what's up? This is the moment of truth. Most guys who did the first steps perfectly will fail here. They're so relieved that they immediately revert to needy behavior, texting back in 30 seconds with an enthusiastic message. You've just undone all your progress. You've rewarded her low-effort text with a tidal wave of your validation. Do not do this. You must reset the frame. First, the strategic delay. Do not text her back immediately. You're a man with things going on. A good rule of thumb is to roughly match the timescale of her absence. If she took hours, you take a few hours. If she disappeared for days, you can wait several hours or even until the next day. This isn't a game. It's a subconscious signal that your life doesn't revolve around her. Second, match her energy, but slightly less. When you do reply, your response should be cool, calm, and brief. If she says, hey, you say, hey, what's up? If she asks, how have you been? You say, been good, keeping busy. You must act completely unbothered by her absence. Third, you end the conversation. First, don't immediately try to lock down a date. The initial interaction should be short and you should be the one to end it. For example, her, hey, you, after a few hours. Hey, what's up? Her, not much, just been a crazy week. How have you been? You, all good, slammed with work, but it's paying off. Anyway, gotta jump on a call, talk later. You were polite, showed you're busy, and ended it on your terms. Now the ball is in her court to try again. You're gently teaching her that your attention has to be earned back. Only after she shows consistent effort should you consider offering a date. Section 6. Advanced Game. The Art of the Playful Challenge. Once you've reset the frame and communication is back on solid ground, you can introduce more advanced playful techniques. A quick warning, this is not about being a manipulative jerk. This is about using reactants in a light, fun way that sparks attraction. The goal is to be a playful challenger, not a needy pleaser. One of the best ways is with playful disqualification. Instead of trying to prove you're good enough for her, you playfully suggest she might not be able to keep up with you. For example, instead of saying, I'd love to see you again, you could say with a teasing tone, you know, we could grab that drink, but I have a feeling you'd be trouble. It's a subtle challenge that invites her to pursue the idea. Another powerful technique is to genuinely encourage her independence. If she says, my friends and I are thinking of going on a weekend trip, the needy guy says, oh, so I guess I won't see you. The secure man says, that sounds awesome. You should totally do it. Where are you thinking of going? This removes all pressure, making her feel free and respected. Paradoxically, it makes her want to include you more. Your abundance mentality, the idea that you have a full life and want her to have one too, is incredibly attractive. You're not like the other guys. Section 7. The Real End Game. The man you become. As we wrap this up, it's so important to understand the real end game here. This whole strategy isn't just a cheap trick to make a girl text you back. If that's all you got from this, you missed the entire point. The real goal is to build a level of self-respect so deep and so real that you are genuinely okay if she doesn't come back. Let that sink in. The ultimate power move is being indifferent to the outcome because your happiness and your self-worth are not negotiable. They don't depend on her. They're forged in the gym, earned through your work, and built in the time you spend on your mission. When a woman ignores you, see it as a wake-up call. It's a chance to check if you've been abandoning your own kingdom. It's a call to return to your throne and put your crown back on. When you operate from this frame, something incredible happens. The neediness vanishes. The desperation is gone. You carry yourself differently. You interact with the world from a place of strength and abundance, not scarcity and fear. And that is the ultimate source of attraction. A man who doesn't need a woman's validation is the exact man that high-quality women want to give their validation to. A man who is okay with walking away is the man a woman never wants to leave. You win not by getting her back, but by building a life so incredible that her return is just a bonus, not the grand prize. The grand prize is the man you become in the process. Focus on that. Build your kingdom. And the right woman won't just come back, she'll want to be your queen. In short, if this video resonated with you and if you're done with chasing, show some support and hit that like button and subscribe. It tells me to make more content just like this. And comment below with "I'm in." It's a declaration to yourself and the community that you're committed to this path. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on so you don't miss the next video. We are all about building unshakable men here, and I want you to be part of the tribe. Now keep this journey going. Click on the video on the screen now, titled "The 5 Unmistakable Signs of a High-Value Man," to keep building that foundation of unshakable strength. I'll see you over there in the next video.